What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. It's your boy Mike
and Weronika,
and we're back at it with another video for you guys.
Long time no see.
It has been a hell of a long time, so
we missed it, and we just honestly today decided to record this video because it's been on our mind for a while now, and I think it's going to be really actually helpful for some of you.
Definitely something that we wish we watched before we went on this trip.
Definitely.
So if you guys are new to the channel, obviously my name is Mike. This is my wife Weronika. This is our dog London, and we have an almost 9-month-old son, and his name is Brooklyn.
You guys are gonna hear him there.
Yes.
In the background. Yes.
Veronica and I, we've been together for almost 8 years. We met in college in Ohio. Veronica is originally from Poland. I'm from Ohio, and we currently live in Scottsdale, Arizona, where we've been here for almost 5 years now. So that's just a little background if you are new to the channel, you don't know.
Yes, and we took a trip recently to Poland to visit our family. It was the first time my family got to see Brooklyn. It was amazing, extremely emotional, as you guys can imagine. And my entire family is in Poland, so it was fun. And this is something what we like to share with you guys today, and mainly the tips for traveling with the baby, guys, for the first time. But before we jump into this video, I would like to share with you guys the brand we've been collaborating with for a long time already, and we absolutely love it, adore it. And it is a dossier.
Yes. We're
gonna link it down below. You guys, these are the luxury fragrances for the fraction of the price.
Two favorites are the citrus ginger and the amber cherry. And one cool thing about it is if you do not like the fragrance, it's 100% money back guarantee. And also one thing that we got, this last order that we put in was a floral rose. This was the candle. You can see we've already been using it.
It's very intense, you guys.
You don't even need to light it to get the fragrance out. You can just have it sit and smell
exactly.
it.
It's beautiful fragrances, and they have currently 20% off. So you guys just click down in our description and place an order. One awesome thing, you guys, some of you may not know, babies under 2 actually fly for free. It all depends on the airline, but that was really cool. So we definitely are taking advantage of that, traveling with him under 2. But it is a hustle, you guys. So
it's definitely not easy. It's a challenge, but you can get through it with the right mindset.
Absolutely.
Just being positive about it.
So the first tip
we'll say will be the baby carriers.
Yes.
That was
huge.
Without
the carrier, guys,
we've been done for.
Yes, definitely.
We use the baby Bjorn.
Baby Bjorn. Baby Bjorn. I don't know how to pronounce it. Actually, this is a Swedish brand. Very durable.
Super durable. It was like it's like kind of like military style. Like I felt safe in it.
So we have actually 4 carriers. You guys just don't mind us, but this is the most durable one, and we chose that one. It's a little heavier, but it's worth it. Like,
for sure.
He was also comfortable, you know. He's a heavy chunk, so yeah. He was 6.5 months when we traveled. We were there for 30 weeks. He actually turned 7 months the day we were leaving.
He hears us talking, so he wants to talk.
Yes, so then, as we mentioned, the baby carrier definitely must, you guys. Like, you have to purchase that before you go anywhere. Don't go without it.
Yes.
So the second tip we would like to share, you guys, it's packing an outfit, not only for the baby, which is obvious, for just in case any, you know, blowout you will have, or, you know, spit up, but just pack an outfit for yourself as well.
Sure.
Because the accidents happen, and you just want to feel comfortable. You guys, we had 18-hour trips. Like, if anything happened on like the first one, of course I had stuff all over me. It was nice to actually, for the last flight I changed, make sure to pack an outfit also for yourself. For sure,
because you want to be comfortable too. It's kind of like when a baby diaper wet. Because you can be running to the next terminal and your shirt's sweating out, and like you just want to be comfortable, change your shirt, or just wearing different pants.
But one mistake we made is overpacking.
Yes.
And overpacking, like we had a lot of luggage because the baby actually ticket also comes with a lot of luggage. So we actually took his stroller, we took his car seat.
We took 4 suitcases, like going to the airport with like Home Alone. Like straight up. Like,
we had a lot of luggage. So we just trying to get rid of it. I mean, it wasn't overpacking. Like once you checked it in, it was all good. we have 2 carry-ons, and in those I packed stuff like blankies for him,
Like
just
the
like strictly for the flight.
Essential stuff that just in case our big luggage didn't make it on time, we had something first couple of nights in Poland.
As well,
It was like
exactly.
essentials.
So we had those 2 little suitcases, and then we had 2 diaper bags, and that was too much.
That was too much. Definitely.
Plus carrier in your backpack.
Exactly. We were definitely hands tied. Like we had no room for air. That's how I felt.
No, for sure. And then another mistake we made. You can actually take a stroller to the gate, and we didn't. We just took a carrier and had those the rest of the luggage on us, like just which we thought it would be fine. Unfortunately, because we had such a short layover in Chicago, right? I believe I was not willing to actually wait for the stroller at the gate. As you guys know, like you go stroll all the way to the gate, take him all the way to the gate, and then you have to wait at the gate when they give you the stroller back. I didn't want to do it because I knew we're not going to make it. So in this case, either you guys look for like a longer layovers. Obviously, it's just, you know, pick and choose. We want a shorter layover so the trip overall is shorter.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just, again, that was probably like a mistake because, again, Brooklyn is really heavy at that time, and for both of us, you know.
And just on the plane, looking for stuff is just like, we're kind of like, I won't say panic mode, but we're just all over the place. When we were coming back to the States, we only packed one. Like we make sure we simplify it and try to make it as easy as possible coming back, which was awesome. So we learned for sure.
So one thing that you guys probably will find anywhere in like tips for flying with a baby is just to make sure to feed the baby at the takeoff. So either you're breastfeeding, you know, just make sure you nurse him because of the ears and like the pressure that the airplane, and it causes them to feel uncomfortable. You know, they also don't know what's going on, so they may cry. Although one thing that was kind of tricky and like more difficult is the little seatbelt that they give you for the baby.
Yeah.
It was again a little tricky because I needed to have him on the lap. Obviously the ticket says infant on the lap, so you know the baby doesn't have his own seat. He is on you, like either Mike or me, for the entire duration of the flight. I managed to do that and nursed him. He actually fell asleep on me for the first flight. Half of the second he slept through, which was great. And then a little issue at the last flight, I would say, just because of the landing, you guys, and changing of that, you know, pressure. His ears were hurting, and I knew that because he was screaming at the top of their lungs.
He was like, it was uncomfortable, but at the same time, we went through 16 hours of flying.
Exactly.
He wasn't used to it. This is a whole new time zone, so he was so just out of it, and he just turned up. He said, "You know what?" And like it was just, I don't know. I feel like that's what every parent fears that moment when they just turn up on the airplane. But in that moment, we kind of didn't try to let the outside get into us. We were just trying to focus on calming him down.
So the next tip we would like to share with you is to make sure that you book your seat with the bassinet. So for the longer flights and that huge planes, you guys, that they have that flying intercontinentally, you have an ability to book a flight with a seat with like wider like leg room and get the bassinet for the baby.
Exactly.
So
it's literally right on the wall. It's just attached to the wall. It's two of them.
So they bringing it for the start and like landing. They actually take it off for safety, but they will bring it for you, and that was amazing. We got to actually, as far as I know, in some airlines it's first come first serve. So as soon as we got in Chicago to that gate, I requested if we can just get that seat with a bassinet. So if you end with an infant, you know, most likely there's not too many infants on that flight already. You're able to receive that space for no extra charge, which was amazing.
It's all based off the airline though, because that was the airline we used going from Chicago to Germany. It was no issue, but when we were leaving, where were we?
When we were coming back, on the way back, unfortunately that wasn't the case.
Exactly.
There was a lot of elderly people that sat in that row, and they sat us right behind them with the baby. It was us and another couple, and we were just like surprised. And when the stewardess, like, she asked us like if we booked it in advance, and we said no because we were convinced that it's first come first serve, and that's what we've been told. Unfortunately, again, depends on the airline. Those people in front of us thought through it and bought their comfort, bought the tickets with the extra
leg room. It was no way getting out of that. But we did luck out and have a whole row to ourselves coming back. So we were able to literally me and Weronika in between us, and we were good. So that helped out.
This is not probably the safest option, obviously, but you just do what you gotta do to survive the flight. So it was nice that they made it work for us. Again, you guys, if you have, sometimes maybe it costs a little bit more, just look into it, before the flight, because of that comfort and just making sure your baby is okay. Another tip we wanted to share with you guys is to bring toys with you for the flight that have not been previously seen by your baby. Obviously, you're just gonna grab some stuff like to keep the baby occupied, but bring the stuff that he has never or she has never seen before, just because obviously the novelty is just gonna do its job. We have been lucky enough to be gifted some sets by Lovevery. We love that brand.
Yes.
This is a brand that does extensive research regarding the children's development.
Yes.
It is in a Montessori style. We actually took their ring stacker for Brooklyn for our flight. So these toys that are here are actually for the ages of 18 months plus, I believe. So we still keep them in a box for him. But this is a collaboration that Lovevery did with Target, you guys. So you guys can find them at Target. Check it out. It is very affordable, but you can also look into the subscription boxes that Lovevery has. I think it's about $80, and you receive every 2 months a box full of toys that your baby will enjoy. Again, they did such an amazing research, which is age-appropriate toys for your baby's development and brain. Like, you guys, like, what can you want more?
Exactly. It's FSC certified, and it's with non-toxic finishes. So this is super safe for your babies.
On top of that, you guys, these are extremely cute, like in the neutral tone, nursery or like the toddler room.
We also have a discount code for you guys. Make sure you check that out down below.
We highly recommend to book a flight for the night.
Yes, if you can.
It was a little tricky because coming back, you guys, there's a 8-hour difference between Poland and US here, the time zone we live in. So he was already switched, his routine was completely flipped around, and during the time of 3 weeks, he actually switched. So it was tricky, but going on from US, I would just recommend, if it is a long flight, highly recommend, make sure to be prepared, you get rested, but book the night flight.
Yes.
Brooklyn stayed throughout entire night in that bassinet for the long flight. He was actually with other infant, you guys, because there was a little girl or boy, I'm not sure, it was like probably 9-month-old. They were like head to head with each other, so they were waking up a little bit each other with like a little noises, but slept through. Cool thing about the airplane that it has that white noise.
Exactly, just the natural white noise.
It's like literally, it sounds like a white noise. So you didn't have to bring that, which we had it, but we didn't even turn it on because it was naturally that. And make sure to bring some blankets, you guys, for the nighttime.
For sure.
Right? When the baby sleep. The airplanes get really
super cold. They do offer, a little pillow, blanket, but I think obviously if you want your own, when your child's used to his own blanket, bring that. And if you're just like a clean freak, you just want to use your own stuff.
For sure. And then that's why we took those 2 suitcases. We were just going.
We thought we was like, we don't know what we thought, but we definitely, we were over prepared.
We used it. We used
everything.
It was just a lot on our hands. Like at once coming back, we were just smarter,
More organized, I would say, coming back. Another thing that we like to mention is that with your baby, you're able to skip the lines, which is awesome. You're really top priority when it comes to your baby. So they move out the way, you can go ahead and make it to your gate. Take advantage of that for sure.
Take advantage of that. Your baby's your token. Like,
For
you
sure.
can skip the lines. And you guys know, like, you want to get to the gate. And, like, there was one gate where everybody was literally standing in line, you guys, for probably, like, almost an hour and a half.
They were like, yeah, it was like they blocked off the seats for the gate. So you had to stand. There was no sitting.
So we went up to them and they seen the, baby we had, and they just let us through.
And we were
just
sitting there,
sitting.
like, us and like just, some elderly people.
And the last tip, you guys, probably the most important, is in case of, your baby crying, being uncomfortable, just, being over the trip or whatever may happen, just stay calm and focus on yourself and your baby.
Yeah.
Like, don't stress out about the flight, which is natural. Like, we, get anxious. Your baby's uncomfortable, crying.
Sure.
So we are trying to help him. And don't, again, we've always been on that other side, right, of traveling the world. We ourselves
When you sit next
were
to a baby,
afraid
you're like,
to
oh.
sitting next to the baby because there's going to be, probably not opportunity to sleep or anything like that. Not necessarily like that. We are on the other side now, so we know how sometimes, stressful can that get. And we had twice the incident that
He just turned up, like there was no stopping him. He was irritated. He would not stop, but he eventually stopped. But I think in that moment, we didn't focus on what everyone else was thinking, or like if they were like irritated, we just focused on calming him down and like calm ourselves, because we couldn't get angry.
Yeah.
So that made it easier, and it's just uncontrollable. And at the end of the day, people are humans, and like people understand what a baby is capable of doing.
People trying to help.
Yeah.
There was one grandpa screaming from the back of the plane, "Give me some bourbon!" To calm him down. It was funny. They trying to help. So like me as mom, like I'm trying to do my best. I was trying to nurse to just calm him down for the landing, because I knew it was the issue with his ears, why he's screaming so much. And people just naturally be turning around, like looking at you. Mike is trying to cover me. Like, I didn't care. I'm like out there like that, just trying to make sure he's going to lodge and just get calm. Again, just focus on being calm, and the time will fly by. And don't stress about that others are uncomfortable. Like, again, they might have been there someday already. Many people actually came to us and said, "Oh, we've done it, we've been there."
Or they complimented how well he did do, even if he did cry for 5 minutes. So
overall, we got lucky because I think he did very, very, very well.
Yes.
On both flights overall.
So that's the end of our video. We really hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys took something from it, and definitely we're going to be using the same tips that we're telling you moving forward. But obviously, being a parent, some things are just unpredictable. You can't prepare for things. So
we're probably going to be coming up with another videos how to travel with the toddler, because our baby's growing so fast, you guys. And it is going to be another journey when we take other flights pretty soon. He is moving around.
Yes.
He is on the run right now.
Yeah. In our next video, you guys will get to see him, see how much he's changed and grown, and he's just everywhere now. But it's cool. We're really enjoying it. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, make sure you comment, like, subscribe.
And follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, we're going to tag that down below. And we'll check you guys on our next video.
Thank you.
Peace.